live on the I don't like going live on the phone. So we just got back. Check out the wristband. Are they trying to like promote phone lives instead of tablet lives? I don't know. I guess you could call this a mukbang. But it's a mukbang, but it's not a mukbang. But it kind of is, but it's kind of not. If you look at it that way, then I guess it is. I don't know why I grabbed 3 forks. Lo mein. So we went to Lucky Buddha. We got some Chinese food, but crazy thing, it was Mexicans in there serving us. So technically, I don't know. When I walked in there, I just didn't expect to see Latinas behind the cash register. It's not no issue, but it did kind of throw me off. But in a sense, this not really Chinese food. It's really Mexican food because I was served by Mexicans. They were kind people. He gave me an extra egg roll.
They gave you an extra one?
Mm-hmm. Then he said, I'll show you another one then. I said, okay.
Yeah, you said that?
Yeah.
Let me find out here and throw another one there for me. And then I go back over and start choking.
Oh no. Who give you one?
Favoritism.
You only got one?
No, I got 2. I mean, I don't care. I don't care. As long as I got that amount, I asked.
I about to say, they don't like you.
Must have been the lucky jack. That was a gift.
Right. I was saying we had went to this this Lucky Buddha, and it was the Mexican dude behind the cash register. Like it was like the whole store was like Mexicans behind the cash register, Mexicans in the back. So I was just shocked, but they were kind. Like I was just, I thought because normally it's Asians, and I don't know, they were cool. He gave me an extra egg roll, so I'm like, all right, I'm cool with that. Hey, you down for
egg roll or spring roll?
Is it an egg roll or a spring roll?
No, egg rolls got pork in it.
No.
Spring rolls don't have meat in it.
Okay, so then I got a spring roll then.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was a difference between an egg roll and a spring roll until just now.
yeah, egg rolls got like meat in it. Yeah, mainly pork.
Mm-mm. I ain't doing the swan. I can't do the swan. Ooh. I'm about to do the Love Boat Trackers. What's Love Boat Trackers? You know about Keith Lee? Here we go. What's up, guys? My name is Keith Lee. We just went to Chinese Buddha. We love it. We bought. What did he say? We bought it. We bought it. We bought it. We love it. We about to do the Keith Lee thing. Even though I took a bite of it, just ignore that. This is a new fresh bite. So let's do the Keith Lee thing. Egg roll pretty good. It could be warmer. I give it a 7 out of 10.
It would be warm. We was in the car for like 35 minutes after we got it. It was probably hot as hell when you got it.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait. Y'all don't know what I'm eating. Chicken lo I'm at vegetarian chicken lo mein. Let's take our first bite. I give the lo mein a 7 out of 10 too, because, like I said, it could be warmer. And then it's a little too thick. Like I need to be a little bit more moist. Like it's a little bit more slime than it is moist. But other than that, it ain't too bad. Oh, okay. Alright, now it's getting warm. We just had to dig into the middle. If you know anything about heat, the heat didn't come up in the middle or the bottom yet. It ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. And I could use the extra pound, so we're gonna try and finish all this out. If you like Chinese food, I would recommend it. It's cool. Just don't eat every day.
It's missing a Chinese touch though.
Mm-hmm.
Since there was no Chinese in it.
Right. So technically, this is definitely missing a Chinese touch.
Huh? No, it's not.
Say it sounds racist.
It's not.
It's not though. Yeah, I agree. Cause
So just because a Mexican server, because it's Mexican server, is Mexican food?
is what? Say it again.
Just because it's Mexican servers, it's Mexican food, technically. Mexican servers. Okay, if we're going by that logic, there's no such thing as Asian food, Mexican food, soul food. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Who does soul food? White people. But if it was a white person or a Mexican person serving soul food, would it be Mexican food? No, it's still soul food. No, it would be considered. No. Yes. So no.
If
Man, nigga, I'm not gonna argue with you, bro. If a white person is serving soul food, if a Mexican person is serving soul food, okay, let's say
it's white soul food.
Yeah, if a Mexican person is serving soul food, it's Mexican soul food.
Yeah, I agree with that. So this is Mexican Chinese.
No, it's Mexican. Because soul food, because soul itself is not a background or ethnicity. It's the type of food. It's the type of food.
So in that case,
For black people.
right, but if
What
by
if
your
they just
logic,
know? What if they just know the? What if they just know the recipes from the soul food? Like it was taught from a black person to the Mexicans from the Mexicans.
and that's fine.
But they're not cooking it.
Who's not cooking?
Well, you do put love and energy in food, so technically,
Bro, it don't matter. It don't matter.
I mean, if you
Is
if
does-
you
if what makes Asian food Asian is because it comes from Asia?
because the Asian person cooked it.
Because it comes from Asia.
How you know it came from Asia?
The dish.
Yeah. No, what they made. How do you know it came from Asia?
Bro, I don't know about that. When you think of Asian food, don't think of like, when you think of Asian food, you don't think about that. And when you think of Mexican food, you don't think about that. What you do? You think of tacos.
But isn't that by your definition racist too?
No, because it's correct.
So what I'm saying is correct.
What are you saying?
I'm saying if Mexican people made this, it's Mexican food.
Yeah.
That's basically what you just said, right? So it's correct.
If a Mexican person makes Chinese food, it's because a Mexican person made it. It's Mexican food.
Right, because who are we to put? Because if what I said is racist, then everything else beyond that and around that is technically racist.
Mm.
If you think about it, because food should just be food, right?
Right.
There shouldn't be
Right.
a title to it.
Yeah, it's
It
food.
should just be food. But if we say Asian food and it's not cooked by Asian,
Asian
therefore it's got to be Mexican,
Mexican
food.
food. Right. I agree.
I mean,
I'm
I'm
just-
not saying that's the right way, but
If-
I ain't, you know, I ain't trying to sound, you know, racist in a way, but hey, that's how human, you know, that's how society
If I-
labels it. So.
Right. If I walk into a Mexican restaurant and I see Asians behind the cash register, and like in the back cooking the food, I'm gonna be shocked. I'm gonna be like, oh, well,
At that point, it's
where the Mexicans at? You know what I mean? If I walk into a Asian restaurant and I see Asians, yeah. If I walk into an Asian restaurant and I see Mexicans cooking Asian food, I'm gonna be like, where, you know what I'm saying? Where the Asians at? Like,
'cause
it's gonna
like,
throw me off.
It's like black businesses.
Mm-hmm.
No, you got regular businesses, which would I guess be white people.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got black owned, because you don't hear white owned.
Yeah, no one says white-owned business.
You hear black owned.
Black-owned
Say,
businesses.
Like say for example, the black owned business,
Mm-hmm.
the shop from the outside is Mexican.
Mm-hmm.
When you walk in, you think it's supposed to be Mexican.
Mhm.
That already happens.
Huh?
That's already happening. That already happens.
So that already happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it's still a black owned business though.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it sounds confusing, but it sounds like it.
Like if someone had a restaurant called Sister Soul Food, and I walk in there, and it's a bunch of white people cooking the food. It's not racist, but I'm like, oh, whoa, this says Sister Soul Food outside.
Yeah,
So
that's
I'm gonna
what
be
you-
like, well, where the black people at? It's the same thing. I walk into a Mexican restaurant and see a bunch of Asians cooking. I'm like, oh, where the Mexicans at?
Right.
I mean, I ain't got no problem with it. I'm just saying, like, oh, it's just that kind of, it's not odd, but it's just like a wow, like, oh, okay. Y'all doing aha games.
Yeah, it's like going to a soul food restaurant and you see a bunch of 18, 19-year-old blonde-haired white girls.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'd still eat the food if it's good. I'll eat it, you know what I'm saying?
different because you don't. It's not what you expect.
But I wouldn't call what they're cooking, black people.
Mm-hmm. Facts. See,
So at that point, it's blind.
odds and evens agree with me.
Yeah, it's blonde-haired white girl food.
Right.
But it may have the titles of soul food.
But it's blonde haired white girl food.
Exactly, because they make it.
Cause look, odds and even says going to an Italian restaurant, but then seeing Indians cook your food. It's not Italian food. It's Indian food.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I think
But both, arguments make sense.
Right.
In a way.
you're right.
But
Both
that's
they
how I
do.
see it.
I
because
yeah
from an equality standpoint,
yeah
I don't want to walk in and be like, this is black people food that these Mexicans are cooking.
yeah.
No, if they're cooking it, I'm like, well, it's Mexican food.
Right. It's
They're
cooked by
cooking.
Mexican.
Or that, specific individual, whoever it may be.
That conversation took longer than I expected.
I don't agree still, but okay.
I understand your point though. I get.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I even looked it up.
What? What did you look up?
For example, Applebee's is
Mhm.
an American
Mm-hmm.
restaurant, but if you go back in the kitchen, you rarely see white people or black people cooking the food. It's usually Mexicans or Asians or whatever, right? So
Right.
would that make it a Mexican food? No. Would that make it a Mexican restaurant? Not
No.
technically.
But I will say,
What they're saying is basically like if the dishes are inspired, like it's an Asian cuisine what you're eating. That's how they sum it up.
mm-hmm.
It's Asian cuisine. It doesn't really matter who's cooking it. But I get what you're saying. Though.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like
Chinese is a cuisine one does not need to be an actual Chinese person to prepare it.
someone has a question. They say, question, would that mentality throw you off seeing one ethnic cooking another ethnic, but it would be whoever is there cooks the food?
Huh?
I know. I think I get what they were trying to say, but I just think they kind of worded it different towards the end. So basically, it sounds like they're saying, if
Yeah, bro. It's cuisine.
what does it say the word again? Cuisine.
It's a cuisine. It's not
That's different
So-
from food, though.
cuisine. Is the identity of the food.
Yeah, but the food
So-
itself is not.
So the cuisine is the identity of the food. So if a Mexican person is cooking Chinese food, which is the cuisine, it's still Chinese food. It's not Mexican food, no.
No, I see what you're saying.
So
Mhm.
if an Asian person is cooking a taco, which is a Mexican cuisine,
Mm-hmm.
it's still Mexican food.
I agree with that. What? But
So
no,
what are
no,
you
no.
saying? So
But,
what are y'all
but the
saying?
wording is different, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the cuisine. When you say cuisine,
Cuisine.
I know I might be picky. I know being picky with the wording, semantics. But food and cuisine are two different words.
All right, let's see.
Look at What? It's food and cuisine. Because it could be an Asian cuisine still.
Which is what, rice, noodles, what you just ate.
Mm.
Yeah, but
Of course.
food is a generality.
What is it? Let's look up the definition.
That's like saying no matter what food you eat. Let's say you eat a piece of chicken
Right.
off the street.
Right.
Oh, this is black people food.
Cuisine, a style or method of cooking,
Exactly. It's
especially
not food.
effort.
You said Asian
Similar
food.
food.
I think
You good?
nutritious substance, any nutritious substance that people or animals eat, which is food.
Exactly.
You've been too damn picky for the
No, but no. What you said. See, what you said is correct, and what I'm saying is also correct.
right.
Since it was made by Mexicans, it's Mexican.
It's Mexican food.
But it is an Asian cuisine.
It's an Asian. Oh, okay, I think we got it. If we, okay, say what you just said again. It's an Asian cuisine.
Yeah, if it's made by Mexicans, it's Mexican food, because that person is Mexican and they made the food.
Right. Mexican
But
food.
if it's put together, like say rice, chicken,
I don't
whatever,
I don't agree.
and it's originated from Asia,
Mm-hmm.
it can be considered an Asian cuisine.
A Mexican cooked Asian
You
cuisine.
still don't agree.
I still don't agree with that.
But it is a Mexican
I still
cooked
think it-
Asian. What's the word? Cuisine.
Just because I think it's still technically an Asian food. What do you say?
It's not an Asian food.
If I'm a black man and I go into the kitchen and I bust my ass making whatever the heck, okay, and I go into the kitchen, I bust my ass making an Italian dish, and then someone says, "Oh, that's Italian food." I'm gonna be offended
Right.
because I put this, it's black food with an Italian cuisine.
Right.
That's
But
what it
do you
is.
still disagree with that?
Yes.
So here's my point. Here's the point I want to make. So like, say for example, you got chicken in there, Josh.
Yeah.
So when you think chicken, what do people usually think?
What do you say? What do you mean?
Like chicken, like as a food, what do people usually think? Like the demographic behind chicken. Like what demographic do people usually think of?
Fried chicken?
Think of like black people.
Exactly. So
Mhm.
we all think that, right?
Right.
So say you got chicken in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
Chicken.
Which is a what?
Food.
Exactly. But if you
It's
put
how
all
you-
that,
It's how you prepare the
exactly,
chicken.
which makes it cuisine, like you
Which
said.
makes it cuisine. Yeah.
But the food part is what makes it different. When you say Asian food or Mexican food, that means it was prepared by that. This-
Look, all I'm saying, if I go into a Chinese restaurant and I say I want some Chinese food, and I look behind the curtain and I see Mexicans or someone who's not Chinese cooking the food, I'm gonna be like, I don't want that. I want the Asian cooked Asian food.
Right.
Like you could be Mexican and cook food, but
Chinese cuisine.
you could Chinese cuisine,
Right.
but in your own house. I don't want to go into a restaurant. Let me walk into a restaurant and I want some Italian food, and I see some Indians or some Africans in the back cooking it. To me, that's not Italian food.
Right. It's an Italian cuisine.
Yeah,
because
it's
on
an
the
Italian
menu,
cuisine.
and that's how they throwing it together. But it's not Italian food.
Look, I didn't even finish reading this comment. All I was, so technically, if a dog prepared, and I know it's gonna be some bullshit. So technically, if a dog prepared a meal, would it not be their dog food?
Yeah. If a dog prepares,
Yes, it is dog
it's
food.
dog food.
Yes, it is.
If a dog puts together, if a dog put that together, it's dog.
It's dog food.
Because a dog put that
A
together.
dog put it together. Dog food with an Italian. with an
Asian
Asian cuisine.
Even though it's a dog, it's an Asian cuisine because, like Sam said, the different elements together makes it an Asian cuisine
Mhm.
because it originates from Asia. But the food itself was prepared by a dog, making it dog food. But you might argue, okay, but the cans of dog food were made by humans, but we call it dog food. But that's still incorrect because that's human-made food.
with a dog food cuisine.
Right.
So dogs don't
So
eat
dog,
dog
food
food.
really is
It's
not
dog food.
I mean,
It
when you
makes
think
sense to
about
me.
it, it's not dog food.
Right.
Dogs did not make it, so,
So
it's not dog food.
it's human food with dog cuisine.
Yeah, whatever they put in there to make it dog food, it's a human-made cuisine
Mm-hmm.
formulated to, and then they call it dog food.
Right.
But a dog didn't make it,
Right.
so it's
I think
that's. I mean, that's where
I think we have to word it like that. Whoever or whatever ethnicity makes the food, you call it that, but with the other ethnic groups cuisine.
Because you can put all the elements together: green beans,
Mhm.
chicken, mashed potatoes, macaroni, and say that is a black cuisine or
Mhm.
African American cuisine, whatever you want to call it, soul
Mhm.
food, whatever.
I-
But